Happy 1st of July. Love you, Rodney. Good morning. Anybody who's watching this. And the end of August, I'll be doing this hike. Mailbox Peak. 28th, it'll be. Sorry, the 29th will be my 2-year mark. I'll actually be doing that hike 2 days after I have 2 years, which is fine. I was going to take time off for that. I'm not. I'll just do it on that Sunday or Monday. And man, what a ride this has been. I'm in the 50s for days till 2 years. All these videos, fucking hours of it when I look back and see how much time I put into this. All the writing, putting that together. Who knows? You might not do anything. I want to do something with it, so we'll see. Even if it's just for my own thing, it's worth it to have that like on a bookshelf for myself. Like just the craziness, like all the writings I did, like the writings I did for the 2 years that I was trying to stay clean, and then, you know, they were spotty, and then all the writing I did leading up to 2 years coming back, all this effort and work, all this shit that I've done and gone through. There's so much in there. So much in there. How much accountability I've taken when things went south. My side of the street and everything. It's going to be a good day. It's not a bad day either. You know, anytime I'm tripping, I got this thing to lean back on. You know, all these things that I prayed for, I have now. There's a lot of stuff I wish I had as well, but a lot of things that I prayed for, I currently have. And so it's like that line, invisible line, that like if I'm gonna go down, I don't pass that, because I'm like, man, I got all these things that I prayed for, like being clean, prayed for that. You know, my kids' relationship, prayed for that. The respect from my work, even though they can be shitheads and talk shit sometimes, they don't look at me as a dope fiend anymore. You know, they don't look at me like that. And maybe they do. I don't notice it. So I prayed to not notice it. All these things. Now it's a count down, not a count up. The way I see things, I see them so much differently right now. I like just everything. It's like the veil has been lifted and my eyes are so much wider on how I see things, on how I work through things. The storms that I've gone through and stayed the course, but not wanting the next storm. Yeah, I thought that was going to be a thing. Well, then I'll just start wanting these storms as I go through them. No, I just want to be here in the moment. Learning how to be in the moment by using, you know, spiritual principles to do that, which was like today's Just for Today. It's a simple program. You know, there's just a few things that they say, if you do these things all the time, every day, over and over again, you'll stay clean. And so far, it's been true to me. And if I decide to take those same things, my life can get better too. My relationships will flourish better too. If I use those same spiritual principles in the relationships that I have with people, in the relationships I have with my partner, in the relationships I have with my kids, that those will flourish. Surrender, acceptance, honesty, all of those things, faith. If I use those principles in all areas of my life, all areas of my life become less chaotic. See, I didn't use the word, better, although they do, but sometimes they're not better. But if I use those principles when they're not better, they become less chaotic. And that's all I wanted, was to be shed from the chaos and to feel some serenity. I mean, there was that time I didn't feel any serenity. I was not good with myself. I did not feel safe at all. I didn't feel safe in my home. I didn't feel safe in my car. I didn't feel safe anywhere I went. I could have drove across town into a store to go shop and I wouldn't feel safe. I could go to the lake and skip rocks and I wouldn't feel safe. I'd feel like the people that are on the other side are freaking whatever. And today I feel safe. I feel comfortable. There's still this grind about me that's not going to end. But I don't feel as chaotic. And I do feel fucking like there's a lot of shit, but I don't feel as chaotic. I still got my worries. I still got these insecurities I'm learning how to battle through. Learning how to accept, on how to surrender to them and change. But I also can lean on all of these things that I've done so far, all of this work that I've put in, and all of these tools that I've acquired in this process. Yeah. I don't even feel like putting this on the internet. I mean, because I'm not like in a great place. But I'm doing my best to stay in a good place. And it's a battle. It's a battle. But I am grateful it's the 1st of July. Because it's like smack dab in the middle of summer. There's plenty of time before winter. Plenty of time before Christmas. That seems to stress me out that season. I'll be praying that it was July 1st again in no time. And plenty of time to just like live this journey. However it's going to unfold. And so, yeah. I'm just grateful that I'm not afraid to go to work right now. That I don't have to look at people in the eye and knowing what I did over the weekend and feel like a fucking fraud. I'm grateful for that. I felt like a fucking fraud for so fucking long. I don't feel like a fraud anymore. I have some authenticity to me. I feel authentic. And sure, I have my battles. I have my challenges. I have those fears that, those worries and stuff of what might happen, what could happen. But I don't turn those into what should happens. And I realize that the way that my brain works is it it'll go to the negative if I let it. If I decide I want to get out of that seat in my head and say, go ahead, play around for a while, and then I'll have to fight my ass off to get you out of that seat. Because that's what happens. I have to fight my ass off to get the devil, my disease, out of that fucking seat. They love sitting in that seat fucking playing, you know, it's like a game controller to them. And then I fight my ass off to get back in that seat. And I saw this video about like 3 generations from now, I'm not gonna be remembered. So why fucking stress over any of this shit right now? Why do I give a fuck so much and take too much stock into worry, into fears, when like even like 6 months from now, whatever I'm struggling with right now ain't gonna be that big of a fear. It's gonna be some other shit. And I just go through those cycles. And so to just appreciate that, like, in a couple days, I'll be with my kids looking at fireworks. It might not be exactly how I planned it, but it's exactly how it's gonna go. And yeah. And I get an opportunity today to take another crack at what I do for a living and make it happen. And I get another opportunity today to be the best version of myself. And I'm not in a hospital about to die, wondering what the fuck happened and I wish I would have made some changes. So today's gonna be a good day. All that other shit, the feeling shit that I'm dealing with, it's just a good way to have me derail from where I'm at. So that's all I got. I'm out.